Hey everyone, Gil here at Camppatton Family Compound in Idaho. I'm going to do a little electrical wiring here, and I'm going to be using a tool you haven't seen me use before, so stick around and check this out. It's really cool. Alright guys, so I'm going to be putting in some electrical outlets up here in on the second floor of the compound here, and I'm going to try a tool I haven't used in quite a while, and well, most of you probably recognize that this is a roto-zip. Has a little reverse drill bit that goes on here, and you put it up against my hand, you kind of cut around it. Well, this is my big one. Has a handle on it and a big plate on it like a jigsaw does, so I can cut better, more even, not tilt, not wind up going cockeyed on it so much. And dusty. I forgot to start this portion of the video before I made my first cut. But let me show you what I'm doing here. So took an electrical box, I put it on there, kind of drew around it with a marker, and so I can put it in, cut it out, tested it out. I'm just a hair off on height, so I'm going to need to make another pass here, so you're going to watch the pass. Come up some of the dust, but that's what I'm putting in a plug here, because I only have the power for the one room is an extension cord coming from downstairs. Okay, now that's fitting in a little bit better. Now I need to mark out. I got to cut out a little notch for these. Bring it in here for these expansion clasps that go in there. There we go. So I'm going to mark it where that goes. So I'm going to use a razor knife here to score the paint and the paper on the drywall and the wallpaper that they had up here. Because under paint there is wallpaper. The paper's still buggered up on me a little bit. Okay, so this is going to fit. Okay, so I got to cut that out just a little bit more that other direction. Make sure I come out just a little bit more here and there. Okay, that one there. So I got to come out a little bit more square on this side here. I've always tried to avoid using outlets with these expansion things on them because I like to attach them to studs. But this is, I'm not tearing the whole wall out, so I can't start from scratch. So yeah, I got to use what I got here. The thing I don't like about these is that the end of the flute, or the channel, is so close to the top here. It's not up above the cutting thing, so it's not like cutting here and being able to really grab and throw everything down. so the paper likes to walk up around it, and it really doesn't give a good cut like I would like. So I get a nice clean cut with a knife, and it doesn't make nearly as much dust. Let's see if that works here. So I'm going to go in. Okay, that side looks like it's going to go in almost. Okay. And because of the way the tips here are marked out, being kind of, if I can get it out here. See how it's kind of angled right here on the end? Well, it doesn't really show you how wide it doesn't give you a proper idea how wide it is farther back up here. So it's narrow at the tip. So you start to go in and start hitting that wide spot. You got to cut a little bit more each time. There are some things that the Roto-Zip really works good on, and that's used like on the vinyl corrugated pipe. It works really, vinyl corrugated roofing stuff works really good on that, and it works good on some of the thin, not really particle board, the stuff that has all pegboard material. It works okay on that. The tile drills work good on tile. The attachment, this attachment here, which is for going along the edge of a wall. So basically, I would take this, I'd go along the bottom and just zip right on across to trim the sheetrock up for carpeting going underneath, or for sticking tile underneath the edge of the sheetrock. Works good on that, but up here on the sheetrock and the rest of it, I've always had problems with it up here in the delicate zones and stuff. Okay, that's going to fit in. Now I just got a notch. See, now I'm going in far enough where I can see where my screws are going to hit on the side here. So I need to mark those out now because they're a little bit bigger. Fits. Okay, got a little bit of, there's a little piece of the side is bent around as a clip here. Hold the side pieces on. It sticks out above the area marked. The bottom one now I cut enough for it to go. These little ears here. You can see how this here's a little low, so I need to loosen up that screw and raise it up so it's brings this up flush. So let me go grab a screwdriver. I'll be right back. Okay, so fortunately my number 2 square, this is one of the new ones, so it fits that, so I can just set this up right where it belongs. Now if you can see the difference between the two sides, this one here is up level, this one here is still down low. Also, usually when I mount it to a stud and I cut the sheetrock out to go around it, mounting it first, I don't even use these little tabs. I just go ahead and take these off. There, now it's up tight, perfect. Now, get out a couple screws. 4. again, forgot to turn it on. So I'm doing this, drilling a little pilot hole where the screws are going to go in. There we go. I did the first two on the bottom before I realized I forgot to do it. That way when I put the screws in, it doesn't split the drywall. It's still, the hole's still small enough where the threads will get a good bite into the drywall, but they won't split it and crack it. There we go. Gently tighten. This is one of the times I don't want to use a power driver or a power screwdriver or the drill with a driver bit on it, because it'll drive it right past the point where I want to stop without damaging the drywall and stripping out the hole. That one looks like it's done and in position now. Now I just need to go around to the other side and work on it there. Okay, so this is it from the back side. That's the little wing ear that grabbed onto it. There's one of those screws coming through, and the other side, yeah, the other side did it really good. So I'm gonna need to pull one of these out here and run some wire in it, run the wire across, and get that stuff done. I'm not gonna be able to film in here because it's too crowded, so I just have to show it to you when it's done. All right, that one's done on the outside. I got it wired. I got the wire running over to where I'm putting a junction box in back here. From that junction box, I'm gonna get a wire that's gonna go down to the basement to the breaker box. I'm gonna run another line out exactly the opposite side of the closet from this, and put in a receptacle over there. Hey guys, it's been a couple days since I started to do this video and work on the electrical. Well, I got it all wrapped up this morning, and there were a lot of problems going on with the working around the problems in the house here. I'll show you what I've gotten done. So up in the room where I got my computer and stuff at, I put in a receptacle here, and then I attached this special outlet to it. And inside the closet here, so I got the, so I get my shadow out of the way here. So the comes up from the floor. Got a junction box there. Comes over. This is the back of the one we just saw. The other line goes around over there, over to here. This is the back of the first one I started to put in here, right there. So, and then there it goes up to that outlet up there. That's not an outlet, sorry. Up to that junction box which goes to the wall, and I'll show you that there in a second. Okay, so we're back outside here. So this is the one I put in before. And this goes up into the attic section. I also wound up putting new hinges on this door. It used to stop here, but now the new hinges opens all the way up. This is the insulated batten door. So I put in this light switch here. Yeah, so I put this light switch here in. And back up here a little bit so we can get a good view here. All right, so right there is where it came through from the closet. Got wiring go, put in this junction box, so I have one leg going down to the outlet, goes over there, up across to the light switch, and then the light switch back, and then up to conduit, runs across here to got a unplug here, and it continues on, oops, and it continues on down to another down here. And I'll put a couple more overhead LED shop lights up here. But yeah, the wiring up here is really but ugly. Okay, so I got a two-strand wire strand going down there, and it's tied off there. Got one here coming down. It's just stuff's just hanging down all over the place here. All these wires and stuff, and then the way they just kind of, you know, wrapped wire around it. I mean, this one here, they cut it off and still got a piece of hot wire exposed there. This whole thing is very scary. I'm slowly working on changing it all out. See here where they tied in. Still got some of the pin and tubing here coming across here, and they're tying in, connecting across. It's just ugly. More of it going down here. I mean, it's just a total rat's nest down in here of wires going this way, that way. More pin and tubing over here coming down, just going down through the floor there. And it's just really bad. Also, part of the problem that makes it really bad is that, okay, sorry, I'm trying to get it in here to see it here. Okay, so we got wires coming up. These two wires here are coming up from the breaker box. They go across up here, and they got wires coming off of it there, wire coming off of it there, going over down here, one on each side of the 2x4, going down, joining, and then going down into one of the rooms. But some of the problem here that bothers me, get that out of the way. Oh, we got black wire and a white wire coming off. And down here farther, it's just the opposite. I can find it again. They got a white wire and black wire coming off in different ways down here. It's just really, really, like I said, but ugly. No other way to explain it. So, as time goes on, I'm going to be going down to each room, trying to decipher where the wiring's running, and coming up here, running a voltmeter up here to down there, so I can test to find out which wire is which one to which way. Because they really did some cockeyed wiring. Like on the one, they ran a hot wire just to a switch and up to the light, and then the neutral line goes off in a total different direction. Doesn't even connect up anywhere I can find near where the hot wire came off at. They just kind of ran loose wires just running around through the walls, just tagging off this one here, and yeah, it's ugly. Anyways, so I'm going to slowly be working on that, but right now I got light up here where I had no lights up here before, and so I got it on a switch. I got it on a 20 amp breaker, so I can plug something in up here, start cleaning this place up upstairs here, making it a little nicer, and slowly start replacing the wiring, the old pin and tube wiring, with some good Romex wire down to the kitchen and the two downstairs bedrooms. Alrighty, let's go back on the other side. Okay, now for the final part of the electrical. So that comes through from the closet upstairs. Added a receptacle here so I keep the boys from unplugging stuff, because let's see if I can bring it down to show you. That one down there, they were always unplugging stuff from. So I put one up here a little bit higher so we can plug in the DVD player, the little TV for them, so they don't unplug it in the middle of a movie. Then it comes across here and it goes down, and that comes out right above the breaker box downstairs. Now the reason I didn't go straight down from here, well, we got the air conditioning vent there, so I had to come over here and miss it. And this put it going straight down to right where the somebody get it going. Oh man, I just can't move the camera here right with all the weight on it here. There we go. That goes straight down to the breaker box in the basement. This orange cord here was something that the previous owners had put in, and it comes up from down here, up and over to the ceiling fan. So that's how they put power to the ceiling fan they installed. They just ran some molding over here over the extension cord and then had it plugged in down there. And unfortunately, when the boys are 1 to 2 years old, they're always unplugging it. So we plugged it in up over there as well. So that's where we are on that. So okay, so for this Veterans Day, I put up my new Don't Tread on Me flag. And well, I wish I could have shown you guys more when I was doing that electrical work downstairs with everything I did on it, and up in the electrical work upstairs here in the closet and all the wiring and stuff I went through. But it took, like I said, it took me several days to do it, and part of the time I was, I'd work for a half hour or so and crawl back into bed with a real bad head cold and stuff. So I'm still a little stuffed up from it. But if you like these videos, please pound a thumbs up. And if you think any of my videos would help your friends, neighbors, or relatives, or entertain them, share it with them, please. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, go ahead and click that little red button that says subscribe. When it turns gray, a little bell will pop up next to it. Click on that bell and you'll get notifications whenever I post a new video. And as always, stay happy, stay safe, and be prepared. All right, guys? And if you watched this on Veterans Day, hope you have a great Veterans Day. Remember those who sacrificed for our freedoms. All right, catch you in the next video.